Before we get rolling with the video, just like to throw out there, if any of you are in the Vancouver, Canada area or just in Washington are willing to let me play with your R9 for a few hours on my dyno, don't need to ride it, I just like to test a few settings. I'd be appreciative in the tune of giving you a free custom flash for letting me borrow it. So think about it. If you're interested, hit me up. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be. Got lined up my next exhaust on my 24 MT09. So what's different about this? If you see, I got two arrow systems here, and they are very, very different, right? Look, we got nice tapered headers. This is out of titanium, full titanium. We got this gigantic mid pipe here with the big pipe into the canister. Gets me a little excited. So hey, what's going on, right? So unfortunately, no, I am not going to be one of the lucky ones. It doesn't seem like it. It's going to get one of the first shipments of R9s. But doesn't mean I can't start development on some of the exhausts that are specific to the R9. Because if you've watched my other videos, you know the base fueling and ignition timing is identical. The only difference between them is throttle mapping. So I can work out my fuel mapping on the MT09 with these R9 specific pipes. And then, of course, with the different minor intake mods like the DNA Stage 2 or modifying the stock airbox. And that is my plan even when I get the R9. The R9 I'm going to take a little farther for people that want to go farther with it to develop mail-in stuff that's still appropriate to develop mail-in stuff for. So I'm going to keep both bikes. The MT09 will be my simple exhaust swap, intake swap bike. And then, like I said, I'll go a little farther with my R9 when I do get it. So comparing, like I said, this is the original the Arrow MT09 system here. And we can see that just everything is larger on the R9 specific system. So let's take a closer look at the R9 system. Take one more look at it, compare, and you can really see they're definitely different. We got some more flow from the R9. Like I was saying, the R9 system it's available in both stainless and titanium. I ordered titanium, well, because it's an R9, it deserves it. And we can look at, we got the nice tapered headers down to larger size tubing. The collector size is larger than on the MT09. We got nice wideband O2 bung here to this large sewer pipe size pipe here leading up to the canister. Really nicely made. It's got a bracket to delete the rear pegs. We'll see what I have to do to get it to fit the MT09. I will let you know. And this looks like it replaces the overflow or the cover by the radiator overfill, but I'll let you know. And we got our normal bag of hardware. This whole entire system weighed in at 8 pounds. It's quite light, but it should be. It's out of titanium and it was quite expensive. So I will get this bolted onto my 24 MT09. Let you know if it bolts right up for those that are interested. Get some dyno runs, some street tuning videos, all the stuff I normally do. Get this thing fully mapped out and we'll see how it goes. For those of you, this video probably won't come out till after quite a few of you have gotten your new R9. And to those of you that did, congratulations. I'm really happy for you. A little bummed that I don't think I'll be getting mine, but is what it is. Probably won't be seeing mine till Q3 or so, I'm guessing, but like I said, is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. I will do all the development I can on all the R9 specific stuff on my MT09, like I said, and that was the plan to begin with. So, not too bad. So, all right, guys, let's get it going. So, it is mounted up well enough to do my testing. Definitely not a fit. There's a couple reasons why. Let's just say it doesn't fit. I did have to remove the cover from the radiator overflow, but it is mounted well enough for me to get my testing data and to get my fuel mapping done with both the stock airbox and the DNA Stage 2 lid. All right, excited to see how it runs. It sounds really good. I did the first startup with it. It's got a really large opening, so it really got a nice deep sound. I'll start it, see if we can capture it. we can see already, after my few street rides and some of my dyno work, that we already got the pretty titanium coloring going. It looks so pretty. So you can see there, like I was talking about, that it doesn't quite bolt up because this whole part is different on the R9 than it is on the MT09. So I'm sure some people will give me flack because it's on an MT09 and not an R9. But this is truly the plan moving forward, even before I get my R9, is to test all the R9 specific systems on my MT09 with the stock airbox and DNA Stage 2 lid. I will be testing this system with the DNA Stage 2 lid next. And then, so this will be my test mule for doing that. And then when I get my R9, I will be doing more with it. That will be not easy to just switch back and forth and do additional testing with. With the results we got, I'm really expecting this system to work good once we make the bike work better in the larger rev ranges. So thanks guys for watching. Appreciate y'all. And I almost forgot the dyno runs. How could I do that? Imagine that. So I'm only going to look at a couple dyno runs. When I first opened this exhaust and looked at the size of the tubing, I thought, wow, this is going to really be good when I'm able to really open up the upper rev range. But how is it going to work the rest of the places? Like, I was really concerned that the lower RPMs and part throttles, that it would not feel great. But I'm very happy to report the bike felt amazing with this exhaust on it once I got it all mapped out. And it made good numbers, as you can see. So we're comparing this, again, I know, MT09, not R9. But if the other companies that have already gotten their R9 and have put it on the dyno have shown that, like I keep saying, it's identical to the 24 MT09. So this is a fair comparison. So this is my MT09 stock, where it made 107 horsepower and 65 foot-pounds of torque, to where it is with just bolting up the Arrow exhaust. This is still the stock airbox. Like I said, I will be testing the DNA Stage 2 with it, and just my flash. And you can see we got almost 12.5 horsepower out of it and over 6 foot-pounds of torque. Nice curve, typical curves that we're seeing with stock airboxes and stock cams. So nice gains, felt really good with the bike. Very much improved, obviously, with the stock mapping. It did not feel great, but felt very good once I mapped it out. So the other question is like, so okay, yeah, this looks good, but how did it perform compared to when I had the other Arrow exhaust that's designed for the MT09 with the much smaller tubing? How did it compare to that? And quite to my surprise, pretty damn similar to the exact same. So we did have some losses down here between 5 and 6,500. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, they're really, really similar. And to get the benefits that this exhaust is really going to work when we get out here, I'm really excited and happy with how well this exhaust worked. So, yeah, I'll be counting the days, bugging my dealer like the rest of you. Where's my R9? Where's my R9? To lucky folks that got some of the first shipment, I truly am envious. Enjoy your bikes. And, yeah, so thanks, guys, for watching. Appreciate y'all. Remember to subscribe and like button for more motorcycle-related content. Peace.